Yeah, the last one I'll put out there is I think a lot of poor middle class folks think they buy into the 40-40 plan. I'm going to work 40 years, 40 hours for 40 years, and at 65 or 70, I'll retire and enjoy life. And as somebody who just came off a month-long trip, who was around, uh, folks of that age, let's just say it doesn't always turn out well. Now, certainly there were some folks that were very mobile and very healthy and all of that, but the number of wheelchairs or walkers or other things that I saw was disheartening. What I would tell folks that call themselves rich is I think it takes, generally speaking, 10 years to put together a plan in time and momentum and recycling capital or income snowball or whatever you choose to do to change your life forever. 10 years compared to 40, you're buying 30 years of your life, and I'll do that trade any day of the week.
I think there was a real dawning moment for me, like an epiphany moment last year while I was still working. So I retired in July, and end of April, beginning of May, I took a cruise. On the cruise, I had the same experience. Now, it wasn't a month long. I just took a 7-day Alaska, because I live here basically next to where the ship takes off from. So I might as well go.
Yeah. And Alaska's awesome. I've done that twice.
It was a great trip. I had a great time. I enjoyed doing it while I was in an age where I can enjoy the excursions. And I saw that there were several people, wheelchair or walker, or like that the people who finally got done with more than 40 hours a week for more than 40 years to live on less than 40% of what you made were at an age where it's not enjoyable. And I realized the time multiplication.
Yeah.
Of the average person gets 4 or 5 hours a day that are theirs. You take out the amount of time that we sleep, commute to work, time at work, prep for work. And if you're lucky, you have 4 or 5 hours, and people usually fill that with Netflix or something like that. And so I was the average person. I was working 50 to 60 hours a week, and I had that limited amount of time every day that was mine. And I chose to do YouTube with it. It's stupid. But when I retired, I now have an average of 15 hours a day that are mine. I still sleep. I still have to prep. I still have the things to do, right? But 15 hours a day compared to 5, which means in the next year, I'm going to live 3 times more than the people that are my peers that are still working. So my concept is live more, not longer. And I don't plan on extending 80 to 90 because those to me aren't probably going to be enjoyable years.
Live more, not longer. I like that.
And I think I actually have a short on that one. But
that needs to be a t-shirt. Live more, not longer.
Let me teach you how to live more, not longer.
Yeah, live more. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. That was just
It was my epiphany moment. That's literally why. So I got back from the cruise, and I thought I messed up, and I made a video. I was like, let me look at my cash flow. What am I actually making? I never broke this down. So this was middle of the year before I retired. It's like a month before I retired. I did a video on if I took my annual cash flow, and at that time it was less than what it actually ended up being. It was $80 an hour if I worked a 40-hour week, and it was $19 an hour if I went every single hour of the day. What am I making? So why am I going to work if I'm doing this? And that was when my brain said, why am I doing this?
Why am I doing this? Darn it. I'm being an idiot.
Exactly.